Greetings, everyone. Please give a moment, make sure everything's Twitter is going. Did you? Oh, something I could do. Since I posted a link on code on those Discord servers. My apologies in case my network doesn't seem all that great. It seems like today just seems unusually slow. I do not know why. But yep. Give me an extra moment. Someone just puts on stream. So, maybe not. I'm not really worried about it. They either can see the replays when it's uploaded, or they can always view the stream itself. Either way, I think everything is good to go. Let me double check my other computer. Also, disable the preview in OBS to help save some resources. I think one reason why it seems like my computer's running slow, I think Rumble is just running slow today. Pretty sure why. Either way, I think everything is set on up, so let's go and get started. Let's see now, recorded games. Got a good number of replays, so let's just start from the top. This is a 4v4. So let's go get started. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 3 replay. On the bottom side as the red British, we have Mitsotakis, I think. Oh, I butchered that. Oh, and replay's not good. Ain't good. Don't tell me there was a patch. Don't tell me there was a patch. Oh, that's just a server maintenance, and that was from go. And yeah, apparently that replay is not usable. Oh, on to the next replay. Thank you for watching. Yeah, that was this one here. Also a 1v1, but apparently it's not. On to this replay here. Why can't I click on the mini-map? Am I stupid? Okay, I am going crazy. Greetings everyone, and Great here from another Age of Empires 3 replay. Spawn on the north side as the blue Incans, we have the Nyx Silver. Spawn on the south side as the red Ethiopians, we have Vindian. See now, any decks selected there? When it comes to natives on the map, we do have the House of Habsburg. You get a bunch of people with funny faces, in which you can get mounted infantry. Relatively, I don't like the design of mounted infantry. It's heavy ranged cavalry or light infantry if it dismounts. Shouldn't it just be light range and heavy, and light range and light cavalry? Why is it heavy range cavalry when it's light infantry on the ground? And we've also got the line infantry, a musketeer variant. Additionally, you can get out some Magyar Hussars by hitting the button. And for the other face natives, we do have the House of Yagalan, which give you access to the Lipkar Tatars and the Shock Rider. And Balance of Power is an ability I think people could utilize a little bit more. Utilize your resource stockpile, you could perhaps go heavy into food and hit the button to, well, equalize it. I don't think it affects import or influence, it might. We do have a marauding musketeer being gunned down like the bandit he is. And blue is flying for Hazatumbo empty on the field. It is actually deployed out, just not built. It's at 1 health. I don't see any Travis going towards it, so maybe once he gets done and killing off this marauding musketeer, he'll continue building it. You got deck selected on there. Got the Nope ability. Got Trinity, Talbot, Indian Spice Trade, Villagers, Hordes of Wood, Coin, Gacianas, I still can't pronounce any sort of name of this game. 6 Shotel Warriors, Higher Band of Cannoneer Mercenaries, Libya, Libra, Bella, Rock Church, Alassi's Castles, Beekeepers, all Zogi, Lee Gold, Influence, Gacianas, Shotels, and Infantry Combat, Sebestible Mortar, Hyacinth Horsemen, Safari, Reforms, Sebestible Mortars, Gua Elites, Roof of Africa, and 15 Berber Allies. He is going for the, not remember the Hadbesha. I think it's like the least selected one of all of them. Most people go for the Songhai to get at the Raiders. Either way, his opponent, Anti or Ant-Rush. Is it Anti-Rush or Ant-Rush? Those could be 2 very different things. Villagers, American Allies, more Villagers, Infinite Wood, Coin, Drama, Jimmy Ranos, Loon Spearman, Jungle Bowman, Warhut Travis, Chica Brewing, Wamani. Ships 2 Kalania Travises enable the Kalania warriors to be trained early. Villagers, Town Center times 2 Town Center Travis, Chimi Runners, Melee Infantry Combat, Hurlacos, Chimi Support, or Jam Maraka Support, Road Building, Couriers, Autarky. Launcher House can be also toggled to produce wood instead of food. Huh, interesting. In which, in theory, if it's a 1-for-1 conversion, that could give you quite a bit of wood, since food is used to collect up them wood. Blood Brothers, Chaquayora Support, and Terrace Farming. Nailed all the pronunciations, right? The chief is being deployed now. The Ethiopian player has aged up. Mountain monasteries there. War camp going on up. Going on top of the copper mine. There's multiple mountain monasteries over here. This has been fully built. The war chief and the marauding musketeer is standing guard. Can't have the plains puppers lick it too much. For something societies and more units being point of view, he is going for some Gasenas, which are heavy range infantry, they're basically a musketeer variant, and some Avens, their unique priest variant that can collect up the mountain monastery. And apparently it can actually be multi-queued. I would assume a unit like that, like Warrior Priest, can't be multi-queued. Yes, a Warrior Priest, like for the Aztecs, cannot be multi-queued at the Citadel. He is pretty close to Tombo, does take a staggering 5 points of damage. With 10% range resist, so it's probably 4 points of damage. We've now got the noble huts being put on the field, the Kalankas. So he has gone for this one here. Enables Kalanka warriors to be trained earlier. Can't think of the Kalankas off the top of my head. I'm not very good at memorizing some of the newer civs I weren't in the original base game. And now he's going for us 3 Macemans. Oh, and maybe the Kalanka is just referring to the fact that all the units inside the Kalankas. So you will get access to some of those noble units. So unlike noble huts, these don't get a defensive attack. You start slowly pushing us down. We have a wave of jungle bowmen on Floating Field, multiple macemen Floating Field. Cattle and going to Shotel Warriors. Shotel Warriors are shock infantry, which will be effective versus jungle bowmen. They do 40% less damage. And now got some elite macemen. They do slight bonus damage for shock infantry, but their hand attack is high with an AoE effect, so they will be effective against Chimera, the Shotel Warriors, because they have an AoE attack. That I'll put more stock in AoE attack than the multiplier. But now these macemen putting way forward, they do have an immense siege attack, which is the one of the units that actually attack with a melee attack. He does get away with these guys. He does have to pull up the monks. The monks have pathetically bad damage. Luckily, not to send combat. They do have actually a good amount of health. So, as a damage spawn, they can be, as a last resort, usable. Up going on down. This is quite a sizable army there. You now mix in some Chimera runners as well, which are shock infantry, like Shotel Warriors. These macemen are ripping through everything. Their siege attack is 72, which is incredibly high. They do have 2 population. So, in other words, they're 2 spearmen. He does have a number of Gassienas. The Gassienas, of course, the Musketeer variant, they will be effective versus those Chimera runners, but not exactly. But they will see bonus damage from Jungle Bowman. Well, any Musketeer variant does do good damage versus everything. They do have 24 damage, so that's basically Musketeer damage with a slight range bonus. Not showing available. He can't bring any more military units. Maybe he almost has enough influence for the higher cannoneer band of mercenary. Maybe get out. There's a war hut there. He's going for the higher band of cannoneer mercenaries, which I believe are a Abasgun variant, if I'm mistaken. Chimera runners now go around for a flank. There is, of course, this castle here, which does do slight bonus damage versus shock. Does have another Shotel Warriors charging the way into the jungle bowmen. This is quite a scary force for the Incans right now. And soon as another ship available, he can perhaps bring for the Warthog Travis. He is out of reinforcements he can bring on in. He can bring in some Drama Llamas. Maceman getting hit. The bear has been aggroed there. The bear doesn't last all too long versus this force. The mountain monks the admins are getting some healing there. Shotel Warriors trying to break through onto the jungle bowmen. There's a hand of higher band mercenaries. They do range damage, or siege damage, not range damage. They are a Abasgun variant, which would be very useful to help hit, say, the Plume Spearmen. Shotel Warriors being cleaned up by the Macemen. It looks like all the jungle bowmen have gone down. Another Advin's getting under fire. There's a Chimera runner's final opportunity to engage right there. Chimera runners these guys do less damage for hand shock, or shock in general. They need to focus on this Plume Spearman first. No AoE effect, they just have good range damage. And decent melee damage as well. The game player does have 2 trading posts. It has a shipment available. No. He's ran out of steam for the time being, but he has plenty of resources, almost enough to age up. Oops, which crash? For the computer, it looks like the stream's running fine. We have now the messenger now being ready to deliver a message that he is at the next age. And the ETU player is far from aging up. More Abbots on the field. He has currently 11 villagers versus 26. Those Chimera runners may have gotten a good number of kills there. It's not looking good for the Ethiopian player. He does have a decent force here. Cleaning up some of this infrastructure could be very handy. Does get some good damage there and takes out all those military units. Let's see, Twitch crashed over here. Stage. Just the scout trying to torch us down. They have the no, he does not have the scout improvement. The scouts do a little bit more damage, last time I remember. They're Shoto Warriors. These scouts are classified as shock infantry. The hand cannoneers do have a ranged siege attack, which is not very strong, but does allow him to be in the back line, which will help change the formation, which can be hard to gauge of usefulness. That one does go down. He has aged up. The Incan player has massive reserve of food. Needs some more wood. Maybe going for the autarky wouldn't be half bad for that purpose. He has not gotten Chica Brewing either. Ethiopia plays now at 18 civilians. He can still at 36. Going for a round of Jungle Bowman. Got multiple warhuts in the backline. He has not boomed up with Chica Contra houses like we usually see most Incan players do. Sort of nice to see somebody not going the standard strategy. Ethiopian player, low on food, needs low on villagers. He almost has almost 50% less. Got a sizable Ethiopian arm here. The Incan player has not been produced enough. Another Jungle Bowman. No upgrade for the Jungle Bowman just yet. So his age advantage is not useful, honestly. This is shim available. And the Explorer will spot everything. Going for a shipment of Chimi Runners, which will not be useful versus the Agasina. The Explorer does go down there, very nice. The Agasina, they are of course a Musketeer variant, and thus they can defend themselves against shock infantry. Overall, I think it's a bad idea for him to deploy them out, though he may be just trying to deploy a small number out to engage the various enemy mercenaries, but that's the only thing that would be effective against. They would be averagely effective versus Shoto Warriors, but Shoto Warriors do have a bit of bonus damage versus light infantry, which Chimi Runners are probably not classified as light, they're hand shock. Yeah, they're not classified as light infantry. So 19 damage versus 13 damage of a higher attack speed. So their damage output's relatively similar. The Ramaka support wouldn't be half bad. So let's see. Improves the damage against heavy infantry, and the opponent does have quite a bit of heavy, so the cannoneers are also classified as light infantry, not heavy infantry. Red's just sort of dancing around with his military. The Incans have not reduced that many extra villagers. Now at 39, Spoon's at 23. He's starting to age up as well. Going for the Jesuits. We'll be able to pull out some Conquistadors, which will be effective versus these Chimi Runners. And that's about it. At least that's the whole plan of Jesuits, at least. Can't see what the other capabilities are off the top of my head. Looks like the Amir has been redeployed back here. Or is it called the Roz? I forget which one it is. Going out greenery there, starting to collect up those bison. Now it's going to be cleaning up this deserted pikemen. And now I've got a round of javelin riders, so another shock infantry. They have excellent multipliers. So that's about it. They're a counter unit. It will be useful to count down Chimi runners, but that's about it at this moment in time. Elite cavalry now being researched. Is he going for other things than javelin riders? Most does have a number of Chimi runners, but not a whole lot. So this may be all he could need. He does have a nice little escort here. This is a great engagement for the javelin riders. These villagers need to run away. He can't be losing them anymore. This is a losing one villager is actually a bit of a problem for him. That's a little less than 5% of his villagers. Granary down. Now we do have a shipment of more Gassienas, or however you pronounce it. More javelin riders here. They could potentially hit these Chimi runners. Mountain monster will go down. The villagers taking minor hits. And one does go down there. Do have some Chimi runners as well as some plume spearmen push way forward. Mountain monster has gone down. No siege weapons deployed on the field. We do have an army of 62 versus an army of 46. So the Ethiopian player has fielded a larger army at the moment. And does have elite upgrades as well. So both sides have elite upgrades. And now do have some skirmishers that should be very effective versus the various heavy infantry. Not good versus Chimi runners and reasonably effective versus jungle bowmen. Oh, does find a handful of villagers here. Very nice. Jungle bowmen do take out javelin rider there. Gassiena's push way forward. Shotel warriors can engage the Chimi runners in melee, but looks like the Chimi runners deciding to go straight for the jungle bowmen. He's eyeing for the engage the counter. Chimi runners have not accomplished all too much at this moment. Some are the Shotel warriors are starting to be peeled off there. Right, so has a sizable army here, just pushes way forward. Jungle bowmen are getting overran. They will see bonus damage from Shotel warriors, so they should be a rhythm part. Just jungle bowmen here, so the Shotel warriors will be very effective in this situation. Another wave of plume spearmen. They need to be pushing forward to engage the Shotel warriors. Red is sort of just moving this way forward. I think he should be a bit more of an attack move forward. But now he's starting to engage. His Gassienas should be able to do some great work there. More Chimi runners here, but his Gassienas will be able to fight them in melee. Chimi runners are not very effective against this composition. He hasn't failed a whole lot of large number of light infantry, just only a small number of them. And now a good number of these villagers are exposed. He does get some of them inside this town center here. But more of these villagers over here are going down as well. Blue just lost his army. And I don't think Blue can get back in this game. He started to do a late boom with the contra houses, but couldn't pay it out enough. Going for more jungle bowmen, going for shipment jungle bowmen as well, the full support. We'll give him some bonus damage, 100% bonus damage against heavy. And overall, Red has played that fight quite well. Using Shotel runners, found an opportunity for Shotel warriors to engage the jungle bowmen. And the rest of his army was able just to fight. While the Chimi runners were not going to be very useful in that engagement. They're more just there to ward away against Shotel warriors, but they sort of failed at doing that. Now Shotel warriors need to start chasing down these jungle bowmen. And looks like Blue is going back of the game. It's angry saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Immediate ping. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another HPowers 3 replay. Spawn on the right side is the blue French. We have Ab Dun K. Spawn on the left side as the red Swedes. We have a foreign name. When it comes to natives, something important to note before I talk to the natives map, there's plenty of yaks on the field. They may talk back, but they can provide you quite a bit of food. Now there's both sides could allow livestock pens to fatten up. When it comes to the natives map, we've got the Tengri Shrine, give you access to the Qatar archers and some local doggos, as well as the Shaolin Temple. You don't get Shaolin monks, you just get some rattan shields. When it comes to the very important part of the natives' name or the explorers' names, we got Suave K Poot with exclamation points, so that gives me indication that it was custom. What does this mean? I have no idea. And for the Swedes, it is of course a foreign name. After all, Sweden does speak a foreign language. That's clear the language of Swedes, right? Now, Scout will spot the polecats, also known as ferrets. And looks like Blue does go straight for a trade post up here. The thing about with the French having access to a free native scout, the yaks, like I said, can be a good source of food. Cows, I believe, are underrated. There's a rotting yak there. That may have been actually Red who killed off that yak there with the Mongol scout. He has found a Mongol scout. And Blue has found a Mongoloid as well. 300 experience, not bad. See a deck just yet? We do have a deck selected for the French, the Land Jaegers. We got couriers, Akin Regime, couriers, Woodwood, Coin, Hussars, Royal Fencing School, Higher Irish Brigadiers, Wood Coin, Skirmishers, Cuirassiers, Cavalry Combat, Dragoons, Falconets, Higher Hessian Jaegers, Cuirassiers, Heavy Cannon, Culverins, Factory, and Bourbon Allies. While his opponent has Dekisbo, who's going for the Governor. We got Blueberries, Villagers, Woodcoin, Hussars, and Infantry or Hand Combat, or Hand Attack, Hand Hit Points. Leather Cannon, Eisenberg Ironworks, Dominions, Chest of Coin, Blackberries, Alcapeltes, Platoon Fire, Carolines, Falconets, Range, Cavalry Combat, Snaplock, Trample Tactics, Finn Horses, Factory, and Suva Lifeguard. So both sides are going for heavy cavalry, or can go for heavy and cavalry. Of course, the Carolines do also have a bonus damage versus cavalry or versus just heavy cav. Either way, the Carolines should be pretty effective for the Swedes. Does have another card available. Hasn't selected blueberries just yet. He does have a couple torps being put out on this gold mine. Each one is providing 50 resources per second. Currently not as strong as, say, a British Manor, because a villager will provide more resources over time. Hello. But of course, they're just free and a bit more safe on the field than villagers. A scout is trying to torch this stuff down at 5 damage per strike. Somebody should really teach them how to build a fire. First start with the small sticks, and then you go to the bigger sticks, then to a small log, then to the larger logs. And if you have pine really catches up in flame. Anything that's pine, like has needles rather than leaves, that stuff goes up like a Christmas tree. Hence the term, goes up like a Christmas tree. Up north, let's add another torp up here. Not next to a tree, so it doesn't get a little extra wood generation. We have this market here, and we do have some torp wagons there that may have been from, yep, the Dominions. Torps get a plus 10% hit points, not bad. And now it's going for the Ironworks, increasing the collection rate of coins by 100%. Then they become better than manners. The Mongols are having a dispute, and the scout is trying to arbitrate in favor of his buddy. Ah, here we go. This is one of the treasures. On this map, there are treasures that improve your cavalry speed by 5%. Blue's Musketeers now pulling in field. Red Scout about to go on down. Has 6 health, 1 health. Scout down, and Scout is down. Oh, big surprise. Musketeers now being pulled on the field. His opponent is sort of trying to boom off of his torps, but it does also make it easy to be torched for the torps. We do have some hussars here. These are musketeers. The probably the reason why the French player went for musketeers because the chance of you fighting against hussars is likely. The Explorer now receives some fire there. Does go into melee mode there. One of the musketeers did go down, not the warp, not the Explorer. Hussar's taking some fire there. One hussar does go down. And decides to gun down the last one. Very good switch there. Now I can continue with the torching. Now we do have a shipment of March of the Halcopetes, allows them to be enabled in Commerce Age, improves their speed by 0.15. More Musketeers on point of view. Halcopetes, that is a Dragoon variant, right? Or is that a Hussar variant? I always forget. I would imagine a core unit like that I would remember. But I can never remember everything. Got some more torps over here. Perhaps we can gun down these sagas. We could have them collect them up. Nope, we do also have some pikemen here. Pikemen are a good item at this moment. However, they're getting outnumbered and they were getting hit. And they received free damage. And they also are a pretty good unit to torch down these torps. So going for more of them wouldn't be half bad. He does spot the corpse there. Now the French are going to receive some fire. He needs to get inside the town center relatively soon. There's couriers there. They will take a bit of damage there. These couriers are taking some fire as well. And one does go down there. The militia has been pulling out. And there's, of course, this villager up here, but not being pursued. He may not be aware of it. More housing being pulled on the field. He does get out these veteran skirmishers as well. Oh, I didn't realize the French players aged up. My bad. Those skirmishers may have been from the politician. Does go inside the town center. Push the way forward. Hussars taking some fire. And some of these French explorers or villagers may want to fall back, start collecting some resources. Right now he has quite a bit of wood stockpiled on up, thanks to the shipment of wood. Going for more skirmishers. Opponent right now is going for H3 as well, going for the Exile Prince. There's the Halkapeltes, or however you pronounce them. And they are a Dragoon variant, light ranged, and which the skirmishers will be very effective versus them. So that's why you went for skirmishers. Do have a bit of AoE attack with them as well. Trample tactics now being deployed now. Hussars, add Hussars minus 0.5 to trample attack fire. Hussars gain hit points. Halkapeltes get the same attack rate of fire as well as more hit points. Cavalry now push way forward. And moving quickly, we do got a number of Dragoons here. Very nice, but that may not be enough. Some of these Yaks are a little bit fattened. Hussars taking some fire there. Villagers sneak inside the town center before they start getting hit. More skirmishers over there. Just being a move from this region probably wouldn't be half bad. Most Hussars are down. Now just one more Hussar and the Halkapeltes. Halkapeltes will see bonus damage from these skirmishers. And he will skip on out of there, but not really helping too much. I think he lost a bit more there. Orcs are now being torched. We have some falconets being employed by the French, which would be nice to see some buildings, but I don't. He's been only seeing cavalry, so may not be a good idea. Swedish player has advanced next age. Sorry, I didn't realize that. Bring in some more Halkapeltes. To increase their Halkapeltes' range as well as Carolyn's range. These Dragoons will get gunned down. Can't be throwing Dragoons away like that. I've got the Falconets. Got a very large number of Halkapeltes. Skirmishers will still be useful, as well as some pikemen. I can hear some villagers being gunned down. That may have been over here. These villagers, some of them are getting hit. French villagers, of course, a bit more resilient, but of course they took a bad path. Two of them will get gunned down there. More skirmishers being put on a field. Maybe here in larger numbers. Another round of skirmishers. And now these villagers are going to eventually get hit. Falconets are just trying to keep their distance. Villagers trying to push on forward, but villagers getting gunned down. That is not good. They have similar village numbers right now, so probably means the French is slightly ahead then. Alright, some damage there. May find the Falconets. It's not going to pursue the Falconets. Right now the Falconets is moving the same speed as this formation, so getting them in formation probably wouldn't be half bad. More skirmishers, now some halberdiers. Let's have a number of skirmishers here, but there's just a large number of Halkapeltes. Maybe a good idea to send the skirmishers to his opponent, not skirmishers, musketeers to his opponent's base, start putting some pressure there, keep his enforce opponent back, while skirmishers engage these Halkapeltes. but the French is heavily going for gold. Like, he has 20 villagers on gold and only 11 villagers on food. That's probably a good ratio for skirmishers. Got a shipment of skirmishers are being brought in. The times 7-1. Got a handful of halberdiers still being queued on up. Blue could try to just push to his opponent's base. He does have a significant army, and as well some falconets to support that. Villagers here make it hit. These villagers no longer collecting this coin, but they are collecting up this deer. And the falconets are now getting hit. I'm the melee mode, and the falconets will go down. Right now, the French player, I think, is being a little bit too passive, too defensive. I think he should just split off his units and push forward his musketeers. He's not going to do much on chasing these guys around. He's doing a good job moving them around. I think he should force his opponent to go on defense at this point in time. He has a fight between these two forces, he will clearly win. He needs to force his opponent to be on defense, because he cannot really tolerate being on offense. The Huckapelti's siege damage is not too great at the moment versus these. I suppose skirmisher siege damage is also not great as well. But the musketeers and halberdiers do good siege damage. And the engagement, big volley. Does get 3 of them there. Maybe another volley. And another 2. I've got some falconets being blown in field, which will give the Swedes a bit more time to work with. That's more or less what's harassing any sort of cavalry sort of is. That's why I say be aggressive, force your opponent to be on the defense. These torps are important for his income, so torching them down wouldn't be half bad, as well as put his opponent on top cap. Some of these French villagers starting to get hit there. They do less damage versus villagers, going 25% less. Splitting off a small force there, now push force of his primary force, very good. Explorer may go down as well, trying to engage some of these guys up in melee. Gold deposits being claimed. Each one of these torps is providing a good amount of income. We got a good number of falconets deployed on the field. But he doesn't really have a frontline army to hold back opponent back to let those falconets do some good work. Those falconets will get some good damage in, but I don't think it won't get an amazing amount of damage. Just well some force up here to gun down some of these villagers. Skirmishers, of course, have very bad siege damage, so it'll take a bit of time to torch down the torps. Now the falconets push way forward. They will rip apart these skirmishers. Take some big hits there. Some of the skirmishers getting tied up right there. Falconets just out of range. Read the mounts. And some of these skirmishers sort of going down, but Blue's army is not pushing way forward. Maybe hit the villagers if they can. And the halberdiers will rip apart the town center, that's for sure. If Blue could just keep this arm distracted, in fact, there's a good chance he could just win. His stuff will rip apart all these villagers, all the infrastructure there. He's keeping distance from the falconets. No, I honestly siege on the town center. Those halberdiers will make short work of it. These Huckapeltis do less damage against all infantry. Good volley there with the falconets. Skirmishers will do good damage versus the chalk or light cavalry. And oh, he's bringing this army back over here. I'd say he should have torched down the town center. So he may be trying to flank the falconets, but it's not going to be successful. He does get some veteran dragoons on the field. Yeah, these halberdiers have 36 siege damage. That is a good siege damage. The Swedish player does have plenty of gold at the moment, with 1 villager, 2 villagers gathering. The French has been consuming all his resources. The Swedish player now going for another round of falconets. More and more falconets get pulled in the field, the better the Swedish player will be off. We've now got a good number of culverins for them, so he can two-shot 2 falconets at a time. Hopefully they're in a separate control group. Now got a shipment of falconets as well. That's a lot of falconets. That's going to be another 6 with his current 4 in the field. Soon he'll have 10. Which could do his damage very quickly. They, I think, will even one-shot the halberdiers. Halberdiers don't have any siege armor. $200 health. More health abilities not being pulled in the field. The French, I'm not sure what he's eyeing at the moment. He has 37 villagers. Opponent has 31. Ray does have a very lethal number of falconets here. He may want to evacuate these villagers after collecting up this coin. Losing up way forward, going to torch down some more dwarfs. This will put us on the pop cap. Coin has been seized there. And these villagers sneak inside the town center, just start fighting from within there. The French player's not really paying attention. He's losing a good number of villagers here. Town center is garrisoned with 10 villagers. Falconets will make short work of the town center, however. Falconets will not make short work of the villagers as they start running away. Gotta be careful as well. These falconets can get splashed down by the culverins. Trying to overrun the culverins there so his falconets can engage. The halberdiers are ripping them apart. Culverins get some good splash damage there. 1 falconet goes down. Culverins are still here in good numbers. Another reinforcing pair of culverins. Falconets are getting splashed down to 4 falconets. Still plenty of culverins in the field. Skirmishers are still here in plenty good numbers. There goes all the falconets. And there goes Red's army. And I'm assuming Red backs out the game. I would say the French player, I think he sort of misplayed it. He should have pushed into his opponent's base. He could have got rid of almost all of his villagers in one good attack. By the way, this is Anagray saying, thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Before I get on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom. Please give me one moment. I am back. Sorry about that. Oh, I just realized something. On the streams, I see a black bar. On my OBS, I don't see a black bar there. Huh. Give me a moment to fix that. go. That should fix that. Sorry, just want to double check. Yep, that fixed that. I did not realize a black bar there. On my OBS stream, preview stream, it simply wasn't there. Greetings everyone, and right here, another H-Powers 3 replay. Spawn on the right side as the blue Maltese, we have MSGT. Spawn on the left side as the red Swedes, we have Vindian. And I really hate the fact that blue flag, red player, red flag, blue player. And it's going to annoy the crap out of me. But when it comes to natives on the map, we do have the Udasi Temple, which do give you access to some chakram throwers, which I believe are a Grenadier variant. And just only them. Which, let's see now, hero hit point 50%. Increased gathering rate from coin deposits. And we do have increasing chakram throwers siege, attack, range, and line of sight.
Yeah. Come on.
Any unique name when it comes to these explorers? Nope, doesn't look like it.
Ready.
There's also some herdables here, so he does find himself a wild water bison. And both players do start off with Grove Rickshaw here, which will be a decent scout early on, as well as getting you a bit of wood later on. Corpse split up on the coin deposit, and also play a bit of food from these wildlife. So right now their food income is actually pretty good. The total income is about 1 per second. He's also trying to herd them into the torps. Very nice. Can you put your Grove Rickshaw next to a torp, and would it provide wood income? Honestly, I have no idea. Wouldn't surprise me if it does, wouldn't surprise me if it doesn't. One tiger does go down there. Red did find a handful of water bison. Blue, it doesn't appear to have found so many. Now I do have age available for the Maltese. Not paying attention. A little bit delay there. And now got he's deploying the governor. His opponent is currently deploying out nothing at the moment. This deck's called Beginner. Got blueberries, villagers, wood, coin, pikemen, hussars, the artillery foundry and leather cannon, leather cannons, dominions, Treaty of Rotsky, first improvements, Irish brigadier mercenaries, coin, blackberries, platoon fire, carolines, light gun cartridges, falconets, snap lock, royal mint, refrigeration, heavy cannons, factory, and Osman Prospect delivers 4 prospect wagons, which gives you 4 coppers. This can ships 2 afterwards, and looks like maybe infinite afterwards. Maltese does have boom. I wonder if that means economic boom or explosions. Villagers, German gun, so probably economic boom. Wingen and court constructions, chests of coin, hospitality. Hospitality. Is it hospitality? I can't read right now. Wood coin. We do have Spanish tongue, Portuguese tongue, Knights of Road, Sentinels, fire throwers, bards, fixed gun, whole wagon, hired armored pistoliers, French tongue, Russian tongue, hired fire throwers, fixed wagon guns, falconets, more falconets, culverins, port wagons, Knight of Malta, The Knights of Malta ships 5 hospitaliers for each fort you have on the map and factory. See, it's a large number of tongues here. Not familiar with all the tongues. Let's see. German tongue, of course, gives you access to settler wagons. Up here, let's see. Gives you Garus Chisa. Okay, Order Lancers, that's what it is. Portuguese tongue, give you Caçadores. Knights of Rhodes. Let's see, and for the French tongue, give you Cuirassiers, and for the Russian tongue, or Pichinix, however you pronounce that. It looks like the Maltese may be eyeing for a fast fortress. There's this fast fortress, bringing the Sergeant of Arms. The Swedes are starting pushing the center map, going for some Carolines and an outpost with a torque. Maltese right now has 17 villagers, same as the Swedes. Going for Sergeant of Arms, I don't know what that is off the top of my head. Maltese right now is just collecting up food and a little bit of wood, a mix of both. They need to get out of a hospital. Corpse there. Carolines pushing me forward. They do bonus damage at range versus heavy cav. But the melee doesn't do any bonus damage, though they do have decent melee, but does less damage versus light infantry. In other words, don't try to smack a skirmish in the head, because they're going to shoot you before you can smack them in the head with a limp wrist. These guys do get 4 sun back, so we need a bit more there. Got an artillery foundry there, eyeing for the leather cannons. Obviously, it does have 1 leather cannon in the field. It does do 120 damage per shot, which and when it gets to H3, you can start withstanding each individual shot. Queues up a bunch of villagers there, going for a large amount of wood, maybe eyeing for a commandery or something. An outpost or a trading post. There's an outpost over here. And there's the Hospitallers, which are a good swordsman there. The Halberdier varying with a bit of AoE. And actually decent speed as well. Got some good damage there. Got a very great coat being researched by one of the players. Maltese players just have a shipment available. May want to go with a fixed gun for defense, maybe at this current rate. The leather cannon does do less damage versus heavy cav and hand shock. It's quite a bit of wood sword as well, so I'm not sure what he's eyeing at the moment. Another town center, perhaps?
Bonjour.
He has a shipment available, does not deploy anything else, so what is he planning? Try and chase these herds over here. Has another shipment available. Pull anything out. Is he trying to go for something over in this H4? But no, he's not getting any resources. What is he planning? Going for 1,000 wood. How much does a fixed gun cost? Does it only cost wood? Would assume it costs gold as well. I have no idea what he's planning. His opponent is going for leather cannons, which are not going to be super useful right now. He chopped all that wood for the Spanish tongue, which will give him some lancers. So lancers will be useful in this situation. They will do bonus damage for Carolines, but they do send bonus damage return, but nothing too at the moment. Just going for his various tongues right now. As long as it doesn't remove any tongues, I'm fine with that. realized, well, my OBS is so as a preview enabled. That helped with some performance by disabling it. And now there's the outpost down. These shipments seem like they take longer. Are multi-shipments take longer to deploy on the field, so they have also increased hit points on everything? There's a Commander wagon. There's the Order Lancers. Order Lancers Special 4, they do have nearly 400 health at this moment. And they will rip apart everything. They, of course, have a ×3 bonus damage multiplier versus infantry. Carolines do have melee resist, but they will probably still get 2-shot by Lancers. Looks like they may get 3-shotted. Leather cannons going down as well. They do less damage versus heavy infantry, heavy cavalry. We've got also a Grenadier here that is going to be horrendously bad at the moment. That's not deploy any more of them. Going for more Grenadiers, that's not going to be useful. These Carolines are getting overran. The militia doing some decent fire support. And the Lancer does go down. The Maltese has 2 shipments available. Bringing now the Portuguese tongue, giving them some Cazadors, which are a skirmisher variant that more has costs similar to Musketeers, which skirmishers at this moment in time wouldn't be half bad versus the Grenadiers and Carolines he's been fighting. Blueberries have arrived. We have a field hospital also being put on field. Gotta heal up this Lancer somehow. Portuguese tongue is almost complete. Now there's a bunch of Cazadors here. You have 121 health, so leather cannons will not one-shot them. Villagers may want to stop eating grenades, a little bit too spicy. Also, especially before, they're of course a good skirmisher at this time. The Swedes have not aged up either. Grenadiers are classified as heavy infantry, or no, yeah, heavy infantry. But the Cazadors will do bonus damage versus them. We've also got a number of Order Lancers and Order Hussars. Grenadiers are going to get gunned down. Grenadiers do less damage versus cavalry and hand shot, but not versus light infantry. So these Cazadors are pretty stacked up. They're taking a large number of splash damage there from the Grenadiers. But the Lancers and Hussars getting some great damage onto them. Leather cannon now pushing forward. We also got a number of regular Hussars here to blow with the Swedes and a church. Blue's army will get cleaned on up, but Reds took quite a bit of beating as well. But still got 3 shipments available. A large number of mercenaries. Doesn't have any food shipments. Maybe a good idea. But I don't know what he should have brought to the field, honestly. He hasn't gone for German tongue either. Maybe get a bit of wood and go for German tongue. He's not going to bring in the armored pistoliers as well as a shipment of wood and coin. So let's push forward. Mantries do have attacked some of the outposts, which does do bonus damages to cavalry. Armored pistoliers are super heavy musketeers with good armor. And now got these stupid monkeys being cleaned on up. I realize the church is in the middle of the map. Does he have the church improvements? No, he does not. I do not know what the church improvements are on the top of my head. Doesn't want to make it like you can build out Jaegers. without just able to build out Jaegers whenever you want, if I remember correctly. There's armored pistoliers. They will be able to deal with this force no problem. One of those villagers trying to get hit there. More monkeys going down. The Swedish player has quite a bit of resources stockpiled up. He's definitely going to age up relatively soon. His opponent has enough coin, needs more food to age up as well. And soon he's going to have a big round of food, or wood. Villagers are done collecting up that coin, going straight for that wood. And it looks like they're going to be tasked on the berries. Not a whole lot of berries here. These berries will be cleaned up very quickly. Another commandery going on up. Commanderies do cost 250 wood, 100 coins, similar to noble huts. Some torps up here. Maybe he can torch them.
Yes.
The Swedes right now are aging up, almost completely aged up with 2 exile apprentices. He's pulling out spies, which would be good with those armored pistoliers, but the order units are not mercenaries. They're simply intervention units. So better not go with too many spies. Got quite a good number of commanderies now being put on the field. I don't know if mass commanderies are a really good idea. We do now have the veteran Carolines and veteran Grenadiers now being deployed on the field. More Costors being pulled out, very nice. Our pistoliers should be able to torch down those torps, no problem. There's still another shipment available. I was wondering he's going to go with a fixed gun, since he has so many commanderies. There's 6 of 6 commanderies now. Wait a second. Okay, Knights of Maltus is only for each fort, not for each commandery, unless I'm mistaken. These do not have a tag of fort. Is there even a tag of fort? Never really paid attention to that. Either way, we do have some sentinels now being put on the field. Sentinels are, of course, another musketeer variant, a little bit heavier, 2 population. Their cost is only 100, similar to other musketeers. Granted, it's not exactly a similar food to coin ratio, but they do cost 2 population each. Sorry, has not been torched just yet. These villagers are eyeing for the food. A sizable force of Carolines here, as well as Grenadiers. More of the Order of Lancers wouldn't be half bad. And now here is for each commandery. Ah, that's what he's going for. Knights of Rhodes. I got focus on this one, not on this one. So this will give him 18 Hospitaliers, or however you pronounce them. Looks like the spies do find the armored pistoliers very, very nice. The Torps may have spotted them earlier, but remember they're super heavy musketeers, but they have good melee resist. The spies do bonus damage, significant bonus damage, but they simply had really high melee resist to resist them. Now starting to push his way forward. There's a hospital, how you pronounce that? So he gets 3 for each one. That's 600 resources, and each commander costs less than 600 resources, so he did get a net benefit from that card. And plus a sizable army. Is that over pop? One commander does go down. He doesn't really need it anymore. Does need some more housing though. And might as well throw a fixed gun into the on the field, right? Blackberries have arrived. Blackberries, of course, puts a looks like this does double up the blueberry bushes. Apparently, blackberries do not stack with blueberries. That's good to know. So in theory, blackberries may be a better card, because each blueberry bush provides about additional 300 food on the map, while blackberries provide additional 1,000 food. Oh, and also contains more food. Blueberries are gathered much faster than by torps. It does provide more food, but may not stack with the blackberries. Also, the blackberry bushes don't have blackberries. The Swedish players now eyeing to age up the Logistikin. Leathercan is being pulled out as well. These guys will torch this down very quickly. They have 54 torch damage. Race Option 4 has a good number of veteran grenadiers. Multi-signed age up as well, going for the engineer, which will allow him to pull out some sentry guns, dispensers, and teleporters. And there's that one there, which did give him a fourth wagon. He's going to try to push on forward. Try to push his way forward. Blue is torching down this town center, and he's actually pulled back his army overall. Fourth wagon now being pulled on field. Maltese has now advanced to the next age. He can bring in maybe 2 fixed guns for the back line. We have 2 falconets here. The maid came from the engineer. He's out of... Look at that coin there. There's the veteran hospitaliers. Another commandery wagon does go down. Townsend being built by the explorer. Falconets push way forward. Got a good number of leather cans up here. Hospitaliers push way forward. This force is idle up here. And Grenadiers gain speed is there. Falconets firing away. Hussars push way forward. Falconets taking some fire there. Leather cans being focused down. Now got Sonar Horsemen. Sonar Horsemen are very heavy cavalry, but these Armed Pursuers are also a very heavy musketeer. Couple of heavy cannons now push way forward. Let's shuttle and pull on the field. Blue's army is late on the arrival. Does have some portable lancers mixed on in as well. Well, the cannons there, which do less damage to the lancers. Black. Still another commandery still up. Heavy cannons. One heavy cannon does go down. This heavy cannon gains some good hits on the falconets. Gets another falconet there. Got the leather cannons engaged the falconet as well. Gets another hit down the heavy cannon before it goes down. Heavy cannons, of course, love to hit everything. Does not have any damage penalties versus cavalry. And the splash damage and annihilating its force. These Grenadiers are doing a little bit more work than I expected. The French tank was given 9 of the French Corsairs. Now it's going for a wave of the Hussars as well. They may come at the same time. If it does, that could be very good. We got more Carolyn's not being pulled out by the fort. All it came from a shipment there. Yeah, there's a 9 shipment there. And does stop the commander from pulling out those Hussars. More leather cannon. Now there's a shipment there. Has another commandery wagon. I go straight for the heavy cannon. Very good. Commandery does go down. Grenadier's being hit. He does have the Carolyn's back line firing away. They do both have heavy cav. Hospitaliers right there. Needs to be brought on in. And the French tongue units do go down. Bring us factories. The Maltese still has plenty of wood and coin that he hasn't spent there. Info crossbows wouldn't be half bad, but maybe a little bit too late. That's not going for the Veteran Sentinel research. More Sentinels before the field. They've cost coin, not wood. I do think going for a couple dozen crossbows in order. But now he's going to start losing his housing. There's a shipment of falconets. 3 falconets right now will do quite a bit of damage. Getting massive splashes there. Hospitaliers before. These guys are very stacked up. More Hospitaliers or Sentinels here. He does have down center. The Maltese player has 40 villages. The Swedes are at 60. And so some of these mines being collected. He does have a lot of extra income being brought on in. So the villagers trying to boil the torps do get stopped. I don't think any tongues will be super useful at the moment. One has put out a plantation. There's plenty of coin in the field, but I think he's just going to let his torps collect those up. That torp's... when I saw it. Oh, he doesn't have the Eisenberg or Eisenforge, whatever it's called, the improved coin collection card. And he has gone for factories, right? Are they building out... He has built a factory somewhere. Hear it. There it is. I think going for heavy cannon is probably be better at this moment in time. Heavy cannon... Those previous heavy cannons were very good. I'm a bit more biased towards heavy cannon rather than resources. I think the Maltese players are saving his wood for the Russian tongue.
Ready.
Artillery fountain now being pulled in the field. We need more gold for that. And there's not sizable armor push forward. Torching down those houses will hurt the Maltese player. In fact, destroying one house will deny him to get out the Russian tongue. Because now he's at Pop Hat. Falcon has to forward. There's a number of columns in the back line as well. Now the leather cans up to infantry guns. Gets there onto the Carolines. Falcon runs forward. Gets good volley there. Takes out one of the falconets. 2 falconets goes down. More leather cannons push forward. And there goes the last falconet. Leather cannons push way forward. Some of these have gone down. More Carolines. Those armors had to get cleaned up. Going for the Russian tongue now. Yeah, I think the fire throwers would be better than the Russian Pokemon. Orchpendix, or like what? The one population cavalry, right? Or is it Cossacks? I always get those two mixed up. Cavalry Archer 2, it's the Cavalry Archer 1. Which they have really good siege damage. 89 siege damage? Either way, they do have a decent attack there. Or, that's not a boat. Yep, it's just a Hussar variant with really good siege attack. Which can be useful to hit his opponent's structures. Type unit is siege. They're just trying to get gunned down there. The forest starts slowly picking them away. Good hits there on those forces. These leather cannons do 150 damage per shot, and these guys will get just 2 shot by them, plus a bit of AoE to go along with it. These guys are trying to torch down this factory. He will probably get it. But right now, he's already lost a good number of villagers. He's down to 34, his opponent's at 75. And his torps will always provide some food income thanks to blackberries. Oh, some of these villagers are getting hit here. But it looks like he's not really too concerned at the moment. Another round of guard. Caroline's push way forward. The leather cannon's still plenty alive here. And yeah, the multiplayer is going to be forced out of the game relatively soon. Looks like he has got him for another round blackberries here, so the blackberries are doubled up. Blueberries and blackberries apparently can be collected separately, but blackberries cannot be doubled up. So maybe a bit of a waste of a card there, but he does give him plenty of food for a foreseeable future from his corpse. Now got a good round of fire throwers on the field, but the leather cannon should be able to deal with them. In fact, they have just enough help to withstand a shot from the leather cannon, but the splash effect should still be quite significant. And blue does cast GG and backs out of the game. It's Anagrade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. Greetings everyone, Anagrade here for another HBARS 3 replay. Small on the top right side as the blue Brits, we have, kept on trying to say the explorer's name, we have Duranitor. It's spelled funny, but not sarcastically, because you spell it with a lowercase when you do sarcastic font. And small on the bottom left side as the red Germans, we have Shaker Bum 606. This map does have some herdables here in the form of sheep, so he can lead both players can lead these sheeple to glory and not to the slaughter, right? Peter Crop. I don't know if that's a custom name or not. It sounds actually not a custom name. And Elaine Livingstone. Could be custom, could be not. I honestly have no idea. For natives of the map, we do have the Seminole Settlement, which give you an archaic archer variant with a short range and high attack, so higher damage one, and the Caribs, which are a campaign not so much favorite. No deck selected yet for the Brits, and no deck selected for the Germans. Save a stray dog by killing some for her swamp puppers. So get 1 pupper by killing 2 swamp puppers.
Ja.
Red will find the sheeple here. And blue will go ahead and take out the swamp puppers here. Or maybe not. Got red here as well. And the attractive but odd-looking Roserette Spoonbill? What is a Roserette Spoonbill?
Bereit.
We do have deck selected. It is Settler Wagons. Okay, it is labeled water, so maybe I am for some boats. Got Settler Wagons, Economic Theory, Settler Wagons, Wood, Coin, Crossbows, Doppelin Soldiers, Team Cavalry Attack, Rendering Plant. Boats gather from food and coin faster. I have to actually double check the large number of fishing cards because I never look at them. Caravels. Caravels can be used for fishing. I don't know if they like the same rate as fishing boats, but if you think your opponent has some fishing boats, you can always bring this card in, which will hit the fishing boats, and then once they're done, you can just collect up resources with them. Wood coin, skirmishers, Uhlans, cavalry combat, war wagons, frigate, iron bosniks, heavy cannons, factory, and infinite battleships. And will he sink his battleship? Let's find out. The Philosopher Prince now being deployed on the field, and versus the Quartermaster. Semi-agua. Semi-water? Got... I think that's because it's a hybrid map, not a full water map. Villagers, Virginia Company, Settlers, Woodwood Coin, Longbowmen, Musketeers, Cots Guard, Team Grenadiers Guards, Caravels, Improvised Warships, Coin Wood, Longbowmen, Coldstream Guards, Hussars, Falconets, Fort, Refrigeration, Frigate, Infinite Rockets, Factory. So both sides have the Frigate and the Caravel card. Wait, does the German Caravel card... Yep, does still give Uhlans. Swamp Puppers getting gunned down by blue. Claim up, gum trees, 70 wood.
Aufgabe.
AC Manor Broom for the Brits, that's not uncommon. 6 villagers on wood, so maybe not so much. We got barracks going on out. He does have 20 villagers versus opponents, just 11. Granted, he is getting some settler wagons. And so you'll have 5 settler wagons, so add 5 to this number, so imagine 17 to 51, so the Brits are only heading villager numbers. And has he gone for Virginia Company? No, he's not. They may want to hold off the Manor Room until he gets Virginia Company. Not going for wood. We have some Musketeers not being pulled out by blue. Red is eyeing for some Uhlans to complement his Uhlans. Musketeers will be good unit versus them, as well as pikemen. Villagers getting hit. These villagers may go down to these Uhlans. 1 villager does go down. 2 villagers go down. Very nice. Does not get a stab there, looks like. Does get some stabs here. Uhlans are higher, more of a glass cannon Hussar. He does lose both of them, but does kill off 2 villagers. Uhlans have more damage than Hussars, but less health.
Bereit.
So the player, because he's not spamming the build villager button.
Commandement.
Hussars moving around. He has ordered some of these guys into melee mode next to the villagers. Got these Ulans, does kill off another villager there. And does find opportunity over here. He is doing a great job with these Ulan raids. Getting from multiple angles at once in groups of three, so he's doing great with these Ulan raids. He wants to also have a decent amount of range resist. Hussars have melee resist, right? So Ulans have a better resist pattern than the Hussars. So that makes them equally tanky versus the ranged damage of the Musketeers, looks like. Ulan will find another opportunity to hit this villager, but the Musketeers are here and he's not in good enough numbers. He's good damage on that villager, but does get gunned down in time. Down to 37 health. Does have melee resist settlers. Does get some damage there. At the current rate, he may want to get out some pikemen rather than Musketeers. Pikemen do move a little bit faster. Granted, they don't have a gun. More villagers being queued on out. Going for the ×4 villagers. Oh, 4, I said this course is going for... Okay, that is the ×4. Does see out the Explorer there, very good. Those lose Ulan. These Ulans can't engage Musketeers. Does lose another one bit from the sleeve there. Another Ulan over here, trying to find... He's being rallied right there. Oh no, that's just the manor being rallied right there. Musketeers push way forward to spot the trading post. And now the Musketeers push way forward, does gun down villager. He won't be able to engage the Ulans against the Musketeers. And more Musketeers on point of view. He's going to keep his one on defense by... Oh, the Ulans are still hitting villagers. The German player needs to pull out things other than Ulans right now to engage these Musketeers. He's now bringing a shipment of skirmishers. I didn't realize he's already aged up. The English is a bit far away from aging up as well. Now you have some war wagons, which are light cavalry, not exactly great versus these Musketeers. Skirmishers, I think, are a little bit better in this situation. Handful of skirmishers pushing way forward, but not enough really, I would say, to engage the Musketeers. They do get a couple good free volleys there. Taking out these Musketeers one at a time. Skirmishers do 18 times 2, so 36. And 36 times 8. Apparently is enough to one-shot a Musketeer. Actually, wanting like 5 to one-shot a Musketeer. Five, maybe 6. If you think about it, 5 times 30 would be 150. 150. So you do 5 times 6, that would be additional 80. Or no, not 80. 30. So yeah. Not a good idea to do math like this. I do 180, yeah. He will need 5 of them to one-shot a Musketeer. As that would be up to 180 per volley. They make 1, so be 180 minus 36 would be 144, which would be not enough to one-shot a Musketeer. Well, these villagers are getting hit there. Getting good damage there on those Musketeers. Dragoons or war wagons firing away. They don't do less damage as infantry, but they do have decent damage, but they are of course a ×3 unit. They're expensive, not exactly super cost effective versus the Musketeers. Yeah. They do have 16 range, which is not bad. Some of these Musketeers over here getting overran by the war wagons. Howdy. Sorry, I do not know. Is Istanbul S tier? Are the Ottomans S tier? I am not exactly sure. They do have free villagers, it's very powerful. But they're meh, I don't know.
Auftrag? Auftrag?
I cannot say. Torquay down.
Ja.
Ulan's pushed by 4, and there's a good number of villagers over here, very exposed. This villager will go down. He is splitting up his hussars or Ulans. And now these guys are a little bit too close to the musketeers. Does fall back now. He has a handful of longbowmen here to engage the war wagons. Trying to break torch down the market. Of course, that's like a torch. The damage output for a ×3 unit of 30 is not too great, honestly.
Auftrag?
More skirmish now being pulled in the field, as well as some more war wagons. Over here we do have the veteran musketeers.
Ready.
Veteran musketeers will help them out, but it'll still take 5 skirmishes to kill them off. I already did the math for that. So he needs a little more health to survive another round from a skirmisher. And right now there's a good number of them on the field. Longbow will help engage them at range. Of course, they have a little less health. More of the British villagers getting gunned down. He's down to 35. His opponent's at 31. And we know he has a good number of settler wagons, so he does have more villagers at the moment. So I got these hussars now engaging the villagers. Does hack them apart. These Ulans engaging this group of villagers as well. The British players being kept in space. The war wagons need to push forward and hit the hussars and keep his skirmishers safe. But those villagers are all dead. Ulan's. Oh. I think he manually deleted stuff there. Oh, either way, it looks like Blue does back of the game. As Anagrade saying, thank you for watching, and on to next replay. Before I get started on the next replay, I do need to use the restroom again. My apologies. One moment, please. My apologies, I'm back. See, not that button. I don't know why I keep on hitting that button. And on to this one here. Wait. Did I download that? I may have downloaded that replay twice. Whoops. That happens on occasion. Here we go. Greetings everyone, and Great here for another Age of Empires 3 replay. As well on the north side is the red French. We have Marquistan. Okay. Marquiscani, I think. And it's on the south side is the blue Maltese. We have Oldest Serb Janissary. I am 7. I have no idea what exactly that means. I also like the fact that the blue player with a red flag is in blue. The person with the blue flag is in red. Annoys the crap out of me. Either way, when it comes to Natus Mouse on this map, I don't know what I'm speaking. We do have the House of Vaza, give you access to the Royal Arquebus and to the Winged Hussar. And for the other, so we do have the House of Yagalon, which do give you access to the Lipcar Tartars and the Shock Rider. And the Equalize ability. I think that's an underrated ability in my opinion. A little bit faster gathering rate for that big button. Elaine Magnan, so that's definitely a custom name. And over here for the name, we do have Jean Nicolette. Probably a random general name. Maltese nozzle shipment available. And he is going to go for FI. We do have Settlers, German Tongue, Winged Core Constructions, however you pronounce that, Wood Coin, Pikemen, Sentinels, Advanced Arsenal, Hospitality, Frontier Defenses, Viturosia. Makes your settlers and town centers significantly cheaper. Wood Coin, Sentinels, Fire Throwers, Fixed Gun, Archaic Soldier Combat, Sovereign Order of Malta, Unique Maltese Infantry attack hit points increased by 15%. Pikemen, Fire Throwers, Fixed Guns, Falconets, Culverins, Rockets. Equips your Fire Throwers with Noob Tubes to do additional damage with all the other weapons. And Factory. I wonder if their Noob Tube is still used anymore. 1v1 water. There's a lack of reasonable water on this map. Maybe a misclick of a deck? We have Couriers, Fur Trade, Couriers, Wood Coin, Cows, Bazaars, Writing School, Wood Coin, Skirmishers, Cuirassiers, Cavalry Combat, Dragoons, Falconets, 1 Frigate, Couriers, Thoroughbreds, Falconets, Heavy Cannon, Culverins, Heavy Fortifications, Factory. Now going for the Quartermaster. His opponent is now going for the Quartermaster. And as well, there's that bug that's annoys the crap out of me. I do not know why, but sometimes it just forgets that I have that set. That way, it's a bit more smoother when casting. Marauding Cossack, trying to maraud the Explorer. Quite a bit of wood being collected by the French, don't we? 12 villagers on wood. On it right now. Also has 14 villagers on wood, so both of them eyeing for a heavy amount of wood. Interesting. German Tongue wouldn't be half bad. He may be trying to collect up wood with the German Tongue. His opponent, not so sure he's going to be eyeing for wood. Fur trade is food to coin, not wood. Local doggo does go down there. The French does have 2 shipments available, so I'm not sure what's going to eye, maybe for the wood and coin. Maybe the coin and cows. It is a card of 7 cows. Maybe to get out a livestock pen. If he gets out a livestock pen, he can get quite a bit of food from them. We have the couriers and the coin. Those are no longer collecting up wood. I'm to collect up some of the, well, wood shipment from the Age Up. And I'll click up some of the deer. Down here, we do have a commandery wagon. He's, well, what, German Tongue? Yes. He's now claimed the tongues of Germans. Commandery now deployed out on the field, going for more settler wagons. The settler wagons do cost, if I select one, do cost a 100, 100. They are, of course, a ×2 villager. Basically, at this point in time, he has additional 2 town centers for a very limited number of settler wagons. Side I'm aggressive, so let's go and fast forward a little bit since neither. Oh, we got the trade post thing, the stagecoach. Blue has a bit of walls there. Red is not eyeing for anything at the moment either. Both are eyeing each 3. Got the Exile Prince and nothing. The Maltese actually. The French has an age advantage. The Maltese are pretty far away from aging up at the moment. Bringing in hospitality. How's aging up now? Hospitality, your next age up is fast and all hospital upgrades are cheaper. And now I do have a wave of the veteran dragoons being put on the field. As well as some skirmishers. We got a light force. Looks like the Maltese eyeing for wood as trading posts. His age 3 is going to be the bishop, which will allow him to move diagonally a little bit better. Also, cover wagon, moving diagonally away from his primary town center. Trading post receiving some fire. Going for some fire throwers, which are classified as light infantry. So the skirmishers won't do any bonus damage to them. The dragoons are of course going to just do regular damage to them. The French right now eyeing for more cuirassiers, heavy cavalry. And Blue's Explorer looks like Blue will go down here. We got a number of halberdiers here, heavy infantry. We also got falconets. Quite a bit forced there by the French. The Maltese has some order dragoons. Has of course the 1 commandery. Second towns are now deployed on the field. He needs to pull out something. He has a bit of food and small amount of wood and coin to work with, but not really anything queued up. He's going for the veteran fire thrower research. He's going for the fire thrower shipment. I just saw a wave of fire throwers got cancelled. There's the fire throwers. Up there's some fire throwers there, or hoop throwers, really they should be called. And Red's falling back. Gonna be claiming his opponent's trade, might as well. He already has it upgraded for him. We got some food and coin here. Halberdiers and more dragoons. These villagers on the wrong side of the walls. We got a very good number of fire throwers here. They do bonus damage, or no, yeah, they do bonus damage versus heavy infantry, and a bit of versus shock, not shock, light cavalry. These good hits there. They do less damage versus heavy cav. So getting some good hits there on the veteran dragoons. They did a little bit of bonus damage versus skirmishers, getting some hits there on these villagers. Hoop thrower does throw one there. Walls are down. More dragoons, more hoop throwers. Red's forcing out more skirmishers, more of his cavalry. Has a nice mixed force. Into Falconets. His opponent right now has more of a counter force, honestly, but not eyeing the push forward. Red's not eyeing the push forward either. Is that an outpost? Nope, a house. Maltese player has 130 population. The French only has 104, 30 villagers. One has 38. And with a 6 settler wagons, just add another 6 to that. He could actually eye for fur trade, but looks like he's going to eye for age 4. Luthor's siege attack is only 30, which is not too great for a ×2 population unit. And now we've got the French eyeing for the Engineer, which will allow them to pull out sentry gun, dispensers, and teleporters. Maltese now bring in the Sovereign Order. We should make his fire throwers a lot better. The Order Dragons, not so much. And the French right now are designed to age up and perhaps maybe deploy in a factory or two. Maybe some heavy cannons wouldn't be half bad. His opponent is not really deploying out any sort of siege weapons.
Oui.
Fire throwers. Are fire throwers considered artillery? Or they are classified as siege unit, siege trooper, not as artillery. Let's rebuild his trading post. Do now have an outpost being pulled out here. And there's age 4. This will give him a pair of falconets. Bring up his falconet number up to 4. And now bring in the factory. I'll say I think heavy cannon wouldn't be half bad. I'm of course biased towards heavy cannon. He's actually collecting quite a bit of food there. He's definitely, his next shipment's probably gonna be for fur trade, I'm guessing. House there. Red's built a house. Or real estate. Does give a nice view of this open area. Another command dragoon on up. Order drag or not order dragoons. Veteran dragoons engaged in order dragoons. Got a good number of skirmishers here. Should be able to get some good damage there on the dragoons. Order dragons do give a 19 kill bounty rather than 18 kill bounty. Not sure that really matters. Fire throwers, of course, classified as light. Skirmishers will not do bonus damage to them. And fire throwers do bonus damage to heavy, so they annihilate that group of halberdiers. Falconets push away forward. Incendiary grenades complete. Was that on the Maltese player? I wasn't paying attention. Maltese player is not eyeing to age up anytime soon. It's going for the advanced arsenal. Factory's currently pulling out coin, which right now I have a feeling, like I mentioned beforehand, I believe this next shipment will be the fur trade. And he has maybe numbers won't add up here. There's 19 villagers working when he has 35 villagers, so he has a large number of idle villagers that are not actually idle. There they are.
Oui.
He may not be actually eyeing for fur trade. And he's gonna bring the next other factory. Now going for steam powered. Various advanced arsenal research there. And the Maltese player is actually aged up. Or not aged up, almost at max up pop. The French are not currently maxed out on pop. It does have a good number of falconets, which should be very effective versus these fire throwers. They do have 184 health. Falconets do 100 times 3 versus villagers, so they will one-shot the fire throwers, as well as a bit of AoE effect. Oh, and we'll find a good number of these French villagers here. They will be gunned down. The French right now only has 36 villagers, so losing these villagers is a bit of a problem. Ooh. Yep, they just got annihilated. 29 versus 49. The French has been building villagers relatively consistently. Going for a very fine coat for them. That'll keep them nice and warm during the winter. Though I think his opponent's doing a good job keeping nice and warm with the fire throwers. Another commandery there. Red's eyeing for some walls here. Red should spot this town center going up, or commandery, not town center. It does, since it does do outpost damage, it does do less damage versus villagers. French villagers are already pretty tanky, and now we'll take even more shots. Skirmishers push way forward. Fire throwers could get a great volley here. Got a pretty good volley there. The AoE effect is what makes a large number of units actually effective versus light infantry, like the Grenadiers. They have 3 AoE. That's pretty good. You're now the Voltigers. I think that's the upgrade for the Halberdiers, if I'm not mistaken. Nope, that's actually just an upgrade for the Skirmishers. Completely off. So now he does have his unique Skirmishers out in the field. French player still not maxed out in army size. Has a bit of coin to work with. And now the Maltese iron is a jump to the Pope. And villagers is something he actually does need. He's only has 34 villagers. So 10 villagers will go a long way for him. He may need to get out a second town center at the current rate. He does, of course, have 2 factories on the field. His opponent currently has none. Now going for the noob tubes. Equips your fire throwers with rockets in addition to all their other weaponry. Rockets deal bows, inflicts bows damage to all infantry and have significantly more range. Enables her fire throwers to have the rocket attack action and siege attack action. Let's see, I'm pretty sure the rocket attack is a... it doesn't say charge attack. 39 damage. Slow rate of fire. Good range. Some of the grenades. There's a noob tubes. Getting some great AoE effect there. And these guys are very stacked up. The Falconets, however, are firing away. These Falconets need to start firing against anything. Massive volley there. These guys are 2 stacked up. Red's army's just getting annihilated. The Maltese army's starting to go down there. Falconets engaging. Now the Order Dragoons are engaging the cavalry. They also have a good number of these skirmishers. Falconet is still, 1 still remaining, but taking some hits there from the Dragoons. They throw a lot of rounds at the dragon. Does take out the falconet there. Now the skirmishers push me forward. While the attack speed is slow at range, it does have higher damage to the DPS relative to the summer and has just better multipliers versus infantry, doing bonus damage versus all infantry. So the rock attack seems overall better. I mean, if we add 33% more damage, it's about 10. Yeah, the DPS is the same, while having better multipliers. So it's best to keep them at max range, so they can do bonus damage versus the skirmishers. They both do siege damage as well. Their siege attack is also now the rocket attack, which is decent with a bit of AoE around it. So the French is doing fine. They didn't. Both sides took quite a bit of beating there. Got still 2 factories producing coin. Looks like he's just going solely to let them produce coin. They're both providing 7.15. He has no village on coin, but he has still good income from it. Does get a number of halberdiers spawn field. His opponent now plot a good number of falconets as well. Halberdiers meant just engage the Order Dragoon. But those fire throwers will do bonus damage to them. There's going to be a massive hit there. Some of the trees starting to go down. Looks like some of the heavy cannons starting to go down as well. One heavy cannon is still alive. Looks like the falconets went down. He's finally gets a massive AoE force, and he's just getting annihilated from the AoE. So he is a little bit vulnerable to AoE himself, but he's fighting so much AoE, he needs to not deploy out infantry against that. At this point in time, going for mass hussars or the cuirassiers would be pretty good. Sure, dragoons would do bonus damage to them, but they'll at least not get annihilated by the fire throwers or by the... I suppose field guns would do still good damage to them, but fire throwers would do a lot less damage to them, doing 60% less damage to heavy cav. He needs to do a cavalry transition. Trying to pull some cavalry now. And now there's the thoroughbreds. Decrease the cost of all French stable units. He has a good amount of food and coin right now. He needs more stables. He's got the research there, so max out those queues. Because right now he's at 77 population. His opponent's at 200. He is down an army. Now the French right now just having trouble remaxing. Housing's starting to go down now, but he has housing spare at the moment. Skirmishers push way forward. Townsend takes some hits. And he's sending these cavalry in like this is not a good idea. They will just get focused down by the dragoons. Skirmishers push way forward, hitting the dragoons now, but the falconets is still here, and they are annihilating the skirmishers. And I hear the sound bug starting to activate. Townsend does go down. Yeah, I think the French player, he could have won the game, but the problem is he doesn't have enough production queue and remax in time. Both players' economy is very similar. The French maybe actually slightly better for the 2 factories and the better villagers. Maltese has 1 factory. So the economies are relatively similar. Cavalry's not pushed way forward. They haven't trouble getting through the dragoons. And ooh, the skirmishers got annihilated by the falconets. And that is the end of the replay. This end grade saying thank you for watching, and on to the next replay. And you know what? It's getting a little bit late for me, so that's gonna be I'm gonna end the stream now. So everyone, thank you for watching. Have a good evening.